on social media by the same person, that is Comrade Kageni Akaja, specifically directed to retired military generals, senior military commanders, as well as also war veterans. And it's a warning against imminent arrests that are planned against these personnels. And with me here, I will quickly take you through a 4-page written letter with these warnings, written urgent official warning letter. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. As I indicated, the letter is written urgent official warning letter from Comrade Kageni Achanga, writing from exile. It says, I'm one of you, a former freedom fighter. To all serving generals and senior military personnel, Zimbabwe Defense Forces, all retired military generals, all war veterans of the liberation struggle, all security services commander, the entire nation of Zimbabwe. The warning was issued on 16 July, that is 2026, yesterday, but it has surfaced now. Subject: imminent mass high-profile arrest, treason, frame-ups charges, illegal Cape 3 operation, and the Uganda script being implemented in Zimbabwe. It says, comrades, I write to you today with accurate information as shared by my informer. It is within my rights to expose such a dangerous operation which may disturb our country's peace. This is not rumor, this is not speculation, and it must never be taken lightly. I am Comrade Kageni Achanga, speaking to you from exile. And I want you to know exactly who is warning you. I am one of you, a former freedom fighter. I fought in Manicaland in the Zimunya area side by side with former Commissioner General Augustine Chiwuri, who was known by his war name Chocha. I was there in the bush. I took the same oath. I drank from the same cup of struggle. That is why I speak with authority, and that is why you must listen. I lay bare exactly what Emerson is secretly planning, and I warn every one of you, serving generals, retired generals, war veterans, commanders, and all who stand for the law. What I tell you today was already spoken in court by the Provincial Affairs Minister for Maswingo, let me just look for the second page. Ezra Chadzamira, when he stated publicly and categorically that after the signing of Cape 3, there would come a moment of crying, a moment of great sadness. He was not speaking in parables. He was revealing exactly what I'm about to explain to you now. Emerson intends to launch a sweeping nationwide operation of high-profile arrest. This operation has been planned, authorized, and resourced in total secret. The list of targets is long and specific. It includes Vice President Constantino Chiwenga, Comrade Anselam Namo Senyatwe, retired Air Marshal Mchena, retired General Elson Moyo, dozens more retired generals, serving generals at every level, senior commanders, war veterans, opposition figures, activists, and anyone known to be against recently enacted Cape 3. A law I must state clearly was passed illegally. outside every limit and procedure of our Constitution. According to the intelligence in my possession, the total number of people earmarked for arrest may reach up to 300 security officials alone, plus hundreds more across the political and civic space. These arrests will not happen in daylight. They are scheduled to be carried out at the dead of night, at midnight, under total cover of darkness, specifically to catch you off guard, isolated, and unprepared. Very senior police officers have been handpicked to personally command this operation, with written orders to deploy large numbers of armed personnel in every province and every district to storm homes, barracks, residence, and premises all at the same time. The plan is to round everyone up in one single coordinated swoop so that resistance becomes impossible. Now, let me explain exactly how Emerson intends to justify locking all of you away. You know very well what happened to Comrade Nyoka Mapunu. He was abducted right in South Africa by state security agents and is being illegally extradited back to Zimbabwe in total violation of international law and South Africa's own legal obligation. He is pure and simple a political prisoner. At the time of his abduction, agents seized both of his personal mobile phones. Those phones are totally locked and in custody of Zimbabwe State Security. On Sean Mnangagwa's direct personal instructions. Let me be crystal clear. They are not investigating anything on those phones. They are manufacturing evidence. Specialist operatives are busy right now creating the fake messages, fake call records, and fake communication trails deliberately edited, altered, and planted to falsely prove that Vice President Chiwenga, the named generals, and many others were in regular contact with Nyoka Mapunu, plotting against the state. This manufactured material is the only proof they will use to slap every single one of you with the capital charge of treason. And once you are arrested on these false treason charges, you will be denied bail completely and automatically. You will be held in jail for very long periods, effectively years, without trial, without proper access to lawyers, without justice. Comrades, this is exactly the same script being used in Uganda, and it is being copied word for word here in Zimbabwe. Look at what Yoweri Museveni did to his closest, longest serving ally, Dr. Kiza Besige. Today, Besige languishes in prison for almost 2 years. Denied bail, denied a fair trial, denied proper legal representation. Every single day in Uganda, military generals and senior officers are arrested, detained, and destroyed on the orders of Museveni's own son. That is exactly what Emerson is preparing for you. Never say, I never warned you. Military generals are obstacle to the implementation of the illegal CAP 3. So Emerson, intends to deal with the military first before. I don't speak lies, but I tell exactly what is awaiting you. Many of you support him today. You protect him, you defend him, you carry out his instructions. But I warn you solemnly, as someone who was there from the beginning, tomorrow he will turn around and bite you exactly as Museveni did. Every dictator in history has always done this. Museveni is breeding Muhonzi, while Emerson is breeding Sean. Now, Chatsamira when he stated publicly, okay, we already see the pattern written in blood. To date, more than 75 serving and retired military generals have died in Zimbabwe in mysterious, unexplained, and deeply suspicious circumstances. Not one of these deaths has ever been properly investigated. Not a single formal inquest, not a single prosecution, not one single answer, and Emerson remains completely silent over every single one of them. When a commander dies strangely, and the commander-in-chief says nothing, orders nothing, does nothing, you do not need me to tell you what that means. This is not new. This is how the system has been allowed to rot from the inside. Look at Comrade Job Sikala. He was locked up for almost 2 full years in pre-trial detention, nearly 700 days behind bars, without ever being convicted of anything, without a trial ever running in full course. Only at the very end was he acquitted and set free, after he already served the punishment. That is the very template they are now refining, ready to use against each and every one of you. Across the country, we see the abductions, enforced disappearance, torture, politically motivated violence, and the wholesale demolition of people's homes. Yet none of these crimes are ever properly investigated. None are ever prosecuted. The law is only ever used as a weapon against opponents, never to protect the people. Therefore, I issue this instruction and solemnly appeal to every soldier, every commander, every general, and every veteran, from one comrade in arms to another. You swore an oath to defend and uphold the Constitution of Zimbabwe, not to obey illegal orders, not to serve one man's personal ambitions, not to prop up a dictatorship. Act always within the law. Refuse every command that is unlawful, unconstitutional, or targeted at innocent people or your fellow citizens. Do not allow yourselves to be used to destroy the very freedom and republic we fought for together in the mountains and valleys of Manicaland and across this land. The man you shield today is the very same man who has already signed the operation orders to come for you at midnight. You are a peaceful nation. We do not want conflict. And I don't have the continuation from the look of things. And already retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Mapranga has also responded. And he says, I have read with grave concern the urgent warning letter from Comrade Kageni Achanga, a fellow freedom fighter speaking from exile. His words carry the weight of truth because they echo what many of us have observed in silence. The pattern is clear: mysterious deaths of more than 75 serving and retired generals with no proper inquest, abductions, manufactured evidence, and now the frantic push to consolidate power through the illegal CAP 3 project. This is not speculation. This is the Uganda script being imported, where a leader turns against the very comrades who placed him in power. We saw it with Dr. Kiza Besigye. We must not allow it here. Comrades in uniform, your oath is to the Republic and its Constitution, not to any individual or family dynasty. Refuse unlawful orders. Refuse to be used as instruments to arrest fellow patriots, war veterans, or innocent citizens at midnight. The army that built this nation through the barrel of the gun in Chimbrenga will not be party to its destruction through treachery and frame-ups. To those marked for these high-profile arrests, including General Constantino Chiwenga and many other senior officers, I say stay vigilant, but remain disciplined. Do not give them the excuse they seek. The people are watching, the ancestors are watching, history is watching. This Wikananda cartel around Mnangagwa believes it can turn our country into a family enterprise. They are wrong. Zimbabwe belongs to all its sons and daughters, not to one man, not to one family, and certainly not to those who loot our resources while the masses suffer. I call on all war veterans of the liberation struggle, serving and retired members of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, and the entire security establishment. Uphold the Constitution, protect the people, not personalities, reject any plot to manufacture treason charges or plant evidence, stand ready to defend the gains of the revolution against internal betrayal. We did not fight the white secular regime only to replace it with a black one that devours its own children. Aluta continua, the struggle for a true, free, just, and constitutional Zimbabwe continues. Forward ever, backwards never, we shall overcome. That is retired Lieutenant Winston Sikauke Mapranga, veteran of the liberation struggle. Zimbabwe will rise again through truth, justice, and the will of the people. So this is the developing story. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars.